Welcome to the Double Shot Drone Podcast, hosted by Davy Kieran and Mike Berthold, two professional Florida drone pilots and entrepreneurs. Recordings in progress, Davy. We're good to go. So,
Brother.
how's your week going? Or how's your 2 weeks?
Oh, dude, I'm exhausted today.
Dude, I was down by you today. I was down in Sarasota area. Northport.
I was in Punta Gorda today.
Oh man. Well, I was so busy. I was down in Sarasota, but then I had to go to Northport for a job. And then I had to go back up to Sarasota for two more jobs. And then I had to go to Bradenton, blah, blah. And then I was in Tampa. No. Brent, I'm on a podcast. This is a absolute shit. We're trying to get the kids ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
The school's tomorrow. Go.
First day back?
First day back, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, first day back.
So
just trying to get them assimilated.
How's everybody doing?
Well, we're recovering from our dog's
Yeah.
passing. That was pretty
Sorry
rough.
to hear, brother. Very, very, very sorry to hear.
Thank you. She was
Not
14.
easy. I've been there 3-4 times, bro.
Oh, I know. I have too. But it really hasn't happened since I was a kid. But this is my kid's dog. They grew up with her, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We got to get the ashes back in a week, and then we're gonna try to do like a nice little memorial.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. We did like a candle ceremony the day she died and everything. That's kind of cool. We said something nice about her, what we like, something about her. And then the fifth candle, or then we blew out our candle. Then the fifth candle was hers. And we all blew out her candle.
Okay. Good.
That was cool. But yeah, I appreciate it. And then our water tank burst. And no kidding. Started a little mini fire, in the garage. Yeah. This is all when we came back. And our AC went out.
That'll teach you to go away.
And then, really. And then my wife's AC in her car went out this week too.
Oh
so
man.
We had to get that fixed too.
Not in this weather, bro. It's like it's fucking
we've been just taking those Benjamins and going.
Yeah.
Is that enough? We'll keep going.
Good, you got some Benjamins to play with.
Yeah. Luckily, I worked my tail off all summer to get some Benjamins.
Yeah.
My wife did summer camp, so she got some extra there too. So that was good.
Good.
Hey, so what did you want to talk about this week? Any ideas? Just how our week goes?
Actually, now that I think about it, there was something. Yeah. Somebody sent me something pertaining to another. Did you? You weren't on the claims thing today. Obviously, you were busy, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't. Was there something today?
Well, there's a refresher of the claims inspection class.
Oh, really?
I did not
know that.
They sent out an email that they want us to do just a refresher, to go through the thing again. So you might want to look at your emails there and sign up for a day this week where you, again, it's just an hour where you sit there and you go through the same thing. So.
Gotcha. Hey, guess who I talked to today? Two people. I talked to Mike from Drone Ops, the guy down by you that we met at the Azalea Drone Expo.
Oh yeah.
The middle school expo here in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
I talked to him. He's the guy that rents equipment, but he also has a. Let me see here if I can get it. He also has a group that he you can sign up for and get job. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me find it here. It's come on. Oh, come on. It is called skysourceaerial.com.
Guy source area, what is it?
Skysourceaerial.com. So he's got about 150 pilots that he gives jobs to. Like so for instance, if there's a guy out in Texas that gets a job for, say, windmills, power, those
Yeah.
windmills, or windmills. And they got to do like 5,000 windmills.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got a group of 150 pilots that are qualified to do inspections on those windmills, guys just like us, boom. So they're good paying jobs, I guess. And also too, if you get a LiDAR job, like you happen to get like a big nice contract, he's got LiDAR equipment and the drone
rent?
that we can rent. Yeah. What's yeah. Good. So yeah, so he's got equipment there, and that's droneops.com, I think. The card's in my car, but we met him, and then we also met that other guy. Remember that he had that nice trailer,
Yeah.
and he had, and then the other guy had like it looked like his what did it look like? His headquarters in that trailer, it looked like
Yeah.
all
Who was
kinds
the
of.
first guy? The first guy was the guy who had the drones, or he was the
The
guy
first
who
guy, the first guy
Yeah.
was the guy who had all the drones and brought them there. Yeah. And my daughter was flying, and
Yeah,
his
Okay,
daughter.
okay. And
That's
then the second
Michael.
guy was the guy who was in the truck, which was sitting right there by him with
Yeah,
all
and he
the things in it.
does football games
Yeah.
and lots of sports stuff. He does soccer. He does live streaming
Yeah.
with the drones and stuff. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. And he's actually right down the road from me. He's in Largo. We're on the cusp of Clearwater and Largo. So
And did you reach out to these guys?
I did. I just said, hey, I mean, it's been a while. This is Mike from I met you both at the drone expo at Azalea Middle School. That was it called? Suncoast Drone Expo? Yeah, that was it. Anyway, and both of them were like, yeah, I vaguely remember you. Fill me in. So I talked to them both, and I just said, hey, just putting it out there. If you guys need any extra help or whatever, here we are, and that type of thing. So, have you ever stopped by that guy's place and
I've been in a couple of times.
Drone Ops?
I've been in a couple of times looking for bits and pieces, but he hasn't been there. I mean, he's not there. I mean, I think I told you one time I was in there. I told him actually one time I was in there and I bought a case for my a hard case for my Air 2S, and the kid gave me the case and I walked out to the car and it had an Air 2S in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
But
right.
I only bought the case, so I've spoken to that kid a couple of times since, you know what I mean? So
Hey, did
but
we
no, I
forget?
haven't been.
Did we forget something?
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Cheers.
Hold on. You got to actually get a shot glass, dude.
Buddy, you know what? Okay, I'll get a shot glass.
You got to get a shot glass because it is called Double Shot
Okay.
Drone Podcast, right? Something like that.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll get a shot glass.
This is a little sweet brandy. All right. This is my little. You see that?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
I'm going to get a small shot glass. No, I filled out or filled up. Before I went to work on Saturday night at the bar, I don't know, it was very weird because I went out to the car, and as usual, I get out there and I get in the car and then I come back in and I forget something, you know what I mean? So I came back in and my computer was on and I went to turn it off and I saw like 4 emails from Drone.io,
Oh, really?
right? Droners
Yeah.
IO or whatever it is, Drones.io. And I sat down to close out my computer and I just said, let me look at these. And they were all from the same person, but they were from different places in Florida. And I looked, and one of them was in Fort Myers, like 10 minutes from here. So basically, to do a 360 shot for, you know, they just want 360 shots of land for golf courses or housing
Right.
communities or stuff like that there. And so I threw in a bid. I put in a bid of $75, sent it, and went to work. You know what I mean? And I came back that night and I got an email from the guy. You know, so I've been going back and forth with him now because it's and I'm going to ask you this question right now, but it's in a zero grid.
Oh boy.
It's like a half a mile from Page Field.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a half a mile from Page Field, and he wants me to do 350 feet because that's what he does. He shoots from 350 feet. So
Yeah, you gotta
that
get
was
authorization for that.
yeah. So that was whatever day that was. That was Saturday. It was Sunday. So I sent in a thing for Monday. You know what I mean? Just like, let me test the waters here. Let me go in through
Drone
FAA
zone right away.
drone zone right away. I sent it in, and I didn't hear anything back. He contacted me. I said, listen, you know, he goes, I wanted to know if you can fly at 350. And I said, well, you know, nobody can fly at 350 unless you go through. I go, and sometimes it's a 14-day lead. You know what I mean? You got to give these guys a period of time. Needless to say, I put it in for Monday. I didn't get any word back on Monday. I didn't get any word back on, yeah, I did. I got word back yesterday that said it had been canceled because I wanted it for Monday the next day and I didn't get it. Anyway, I filled it out again and I put it in for Sunday. So that's giving over 72 hours. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that I'll get it back for Sunday, because this guy, I mean, his listing shows that he's done, you know, he's over 500 jobs. You know what I mean? And that's all he does. He just gets 360 degree photographs from 350 feet of surrounding areas. Yeah.
For what do they do with them?
They create a very detailed he sent me the link. They create a very detailed, you know, we take 360 degree photographs like you have behind you right now, but then he creates a detailed plot of what everything is, you know what I mean? Oh. And it has to be, you know, again, it has to be raw, and it has to be from coordinates. You know? Excuse my French, exact coordinates. You know what I mean? And the coordinates that he's giving me are in between two houses, at the back of two houses. You know, and it has to be within 20 feet of the coordinates.
Really?
And I've been trying to figure out how to get my drone to the exact coordinate, you know, without flying 15 feet over somebody's house. And, you know, I mean, because I can see it online, I can see it in Google Earth, I can see it. He gave me the coordinates, I can zoom in on it. I know exactly where it is. It's in between two houses beside a tree. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be doing it from that spot. I'm going to be sitting somewhere else. So I have to get to 350 and I have to get the coordinates
right there. Yeah.
Right there to be exact for what he wants, you know?
Maybe Lychee? I don't know.
Well, I've been going through Lychee, but it's Lychee for some reason. I think I just might have figured it out as drawing it up in the program and doing a waypoints and making the first waypoint right there, you know?
Okay. If anybody that's listening to this podcast or YouTube channel, put it in the comments if you know how to do that.
Well, I'm
put it in the comments.
I'm gonna throw it out there, I think, onto SEN, but
oh yeah, for sure somebody will know it.
Yeah, because I mean, I just need one. I don't need 10 waypoints. I just
by
need one.
SEN, Davy means the Sky Eye Network, which we belong to.
Sky Eye Network.
Huge drone network. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to know that too, actually, because I've had to do that a few times.
Yeah, and you mean if you cannot get to that actual location, how do you put, you know, longitude and latitude in. I mean,
And I'll be honest, I did a couple 360s, and it looked like a panoramic. I don't know if I stitched them together correctly. I did our marriage site where we got married on Lake Tarpon in East Lake here, just north of Clearwater, and it was weird. It was like it looked more like a panorama, but I don't think I stitched it together correctly. So I gotta,
you have to rinse it through a 360
yeah,
process.
Yeah. I didn't do that.
I use Kula, Kuula, Kula, but you can do it in. I think you
Oh,
can do
cool.
it.
Yeah. I've done Kula. Yeah.
Kula is very simple.
Virtual tour. I've done virtual tours for Kula.
Yeah.
Or hosted it on Kula.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kula's very simple. You mean you can do the stitching and everything in Lightroom to get the stitching correct, and then just throw it into Kula,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll process the 360.
I'll have to do that. Okay, cool.
But somebody sent me another thing for the inspections, where they're doing AI.
What did I do?
It's called Loveland Innovations, and they have
Yeah, it's on the chair. Excuse me. It's on the chair over there. Black chair. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I've heard of that. Loveland Innovation.
yeah, and they're doing it in a quicker processed way than Beast 360 is doing it. You know, they're using AI software, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Artificial intelligence, and it's counting the hailstone, 121 hail hits, 4 creased shingles.
Yeah, I actually did a hailstone damage claim one, and the guy was telling me there was like, yeah, probably 100 some hail hits, and I was like, really? I only see a couple. He's like showing them to me, and I'm like, okay. He's
How
like, yeah.
long ago was that?
Oh, that was a whole neighbor. It was probably about 2 months ago. A whole neighborhood down here, maybe 3 months ago. It was before my wife and kids went up north to camp, but it was a neighborhood in Tampa. It was just one neighborhood that was just pulverized by hail, and it was just one. I only did one house, and I'm
I
like,
lost your volume. How did I lose your volume?
you can't hear me? But the guy's like, the insurance guy was there and everything, and he's like pointing everything out. He's like, make sure you get a really good photo here and really good photo here. And I'm like, dude, I don't even see any damage there. Where? Oh, and I look really close and be like, he had been there an hour before I got there, and he was like, kind of making sure that I was doing my due diligence,
But were you doing it as in the
Bees.
360?
Yeah, it was a Bees 360.
You know, I think this is a faster read. You know, I mean, it's. I think they use a different reading capacity.
Like a temperature thing.
You know, you do a flyover and a flyback, and it just scans everything. You know.
Right.
I haven't even looked at it yet, but
okay. So what's his name? Anthony from TNA Custom Docks. I finished that final progression from week 1 to week 6 video. They absolutely love it. I'm gonna probably try to show it on right up here somewhere if I can. So anyway, so they loved it. They love my work, and he asked me to do another one he's doing a seawall. He's building a seawall at a historic like beach front in Tampa. And he wants me to do a drone progression video from start to finish with that one. So that's pretty cool.
And what did you end up coming to price wise with him about?
Basically like $100,
A visit?
$120 a clip. You know, if I can get it done in like under, you know, an hour, or no, I'm on site for 15 minutes, dry, you know, do my other stuff, get it home. If I can edit it in 15 minutes or half an hour, I'm charging 120 per
So for
progression.
the complete video
Oh,
edited and everything?
the complete video, I charge them more. I charge them like 250. I should have charged them more, but I'm getting more work from them. If I get any more doc clients, I'm going to charge much more.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a start, and I was kind of feeling them out. They were feeling me out. They love my
Sure,
work.
yeah.
Yep. So the prices are going up. And
I hear you, yeah.
yeah. And another thing, I met with Clemmy Perry. She's the woman of color. She's the director of Women of Color in Golf today.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I did a pickup and delivery for her, but we talked about her next golf outing, and I said I'd like to film it. I'd like to, you know, chronicle that or document it. And she was telling me also about her nephew that works for Red House Streaming in St. Petersburg, I believe it's called, and they do live sports streaming. And she showed me what they had just gotten done. They did the dragon boat racing in Sarasota, the dragon boat racing championships in Sarasota. And you could clearly see there was a drone up there. It probably was a Matrice or maybe a Inspire.
Oh, yeah.
Up there, and it was following the, you know, the outrigger, you know, the dragon boats.
Yeah.
It's basically a big sprint, those dragon boats. And it was really smooth footage. I'll have to show it to you. It was following it like straight. It was live streamed. So this live streaming stuff is starting to get popular, dude. Something we should be getting into. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of things. You know, I have 3 real estate jobs this week, which is good. Come out of nowhere, you know what I mean? It's like
yep, I got one coming up, yeah, this week too. I've got a Twilight coming up too. Things have slowed down a little bit when my wife and
Twilight
kids.
drone or Twilight regular photography?
Twilight drone, yeah. I mean, you know, it's like 20 feet off the ground. You know, get like a little nice angle. And I'm charging a little bit more for Twilights. And I also have a realtor that wants me to do like just kind of chronicle her, do like a little reel for her, you know, to show how hard she works to get people homes and stuff. So kind of like an interview type thing, but I get to be creative. Let's just put it that way. Her name is Tammy Fullen.
And what are you going to shoot that with?
It's gonna be all drone. I think I can do well, actually no. The actual interview will just be with my camera, my DSLR. But I plan on, like, you know, I thought, well, you know, it'd be kind of cool because we have a lot of bridges around here. Have the drone showing her go over like the bridge to go over to Clearwater Beach, you know, or Sand Key Bridge, and kind of show that like that Full House feel, like that sitcom in the 80s or whatever. It's called Full House, where they're like going over the San Francisco Bridge. So I thought that would be kind of cool.
How do you think they did that back then, with a helicopter?
I'm sure it was a helicopter. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah. But I saw that somewhere and I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be cool to start the video, and then maybe just start, uh, immediately like, just start interviewing her. But I thought maybe I could bring the drone up from her feet, just raise it up to her head, and then cut there, and then do a couple different angled shots, and then just I got some pretty cool ideas. I What's fun is she's really a fun girl, and she is all about me just going crazy on creativity. And she's all about that anyway. She's big into Instagram, and she's big into social media and all that. So, and I think I can produce something pretty cool for
You'd
her.
have to overdub the, what drone would you use if she's going to be talking?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I'd have to have
You
a,
know, I mean, you can't.
Well, no, at first, I think I'll just get my angled shots with the drone and stuff, and then I'll just use my DSLR camera for that part
Video.
for the interview. And it has a good enough mic on it. I don't think I need to get crazy on that. But and in editing I can enhance her voice and stuff. So like maybe like a 45-second, thing, the reel, just to kind of introduce herself.
Yeah, James Fernandez did that day I was with him. He did an interview with the lady.
Did
He
he?
just, yeah, he did his start before, and into, and it was actually her first time doing it as well. I mean, she was very nervous, but she
I
got,
bet.
she got it on like the third try outside, and then she says, "Let's go inside," and then, and then he interviewed her at the end of the, he did the video of the house and everything in the apartment and whatever else, and then did an interview of her. Now you've seen like 3232,
Hmm.
Jack Jones Lane, it's like blah blah blah. So
Yeah, I'm kind of
yeah,
excited about doing it. Because once people see that, it could, what? Running out of time. Hold on, this thing. I hope that thing doesn't pop up on the video. Did you
she
say?
should have a somewhat of a script, or I mean,
Yeah,
short.
yeah. I'm gonna write something up and I'm gonna give it to her and
I
say,
mean, two sentences, I mean, not
yeah,
like
yep.
two sentences here and two sentences there and two sentences there, not like a whole,
I'm gonna look at James, 'cause I think didn't he put it on Sky Eye Network? And I saw a few other ones on Sky Eye Network, and I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna make this one really creative, because this lady's like really creative. So, and she definitely thinks outside the box. So, I'm really kind of excited about doing it, really, because she's up for anything. So anyway, so yeah, that's happening, and
yeah, getting the car going over the bridge would be,
I think that'd be kind of cool, right? Like
yeah,
maybe you
you
put
need to get
the Full House music.
I don't know at Full House now, but
You'll have to look at it, Full House.
yeah.
Um, it's just a
But you mean that's a one shot deal? I mean, because she's driving and you're flying.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. You can't really mess it up that much, right? I mean, you could do tracking, and then I could maybe have her turn around, and I can get a front view of her coming over.
there's
Hey,
actually a guy. I've seen this. I can't remember his name, but I've seen him on Instagram at times. Um, and he's doing it now quite often. There's trains that go over the 59th Street Bridge in Manhattan, in New York, and then there's trains that go over I think it's the Williamsburg Bridge into Brooklyn. You know what I mean? And
oh
they're
yeah,
on the outside of the bridge. It's like the cars are in the
7 minutes.
middle, and then the subway trains are on the outside, but they're out in the open. You know what I mean? Because they're going across the bridge, and he's got his drone, going with it, and also, going against it.
That's cool. That's cool.
He's he did it once, and now he's doing it all the time, different times of the day and night. And it's
Oh, that's
pretty
cool.
pretty spectacular.
Is
Yeah,
that
he's
on,
good.
is that on YouTube or?
No, it's on Instagram. Whoever he is, I'll get
Yeah,
his
you have to send that to me. I'd be like,
yeah,
I,
because I mean, he's finessing it now. You know, I mean, he's done it a few times and he's getting really, really good at it.
oh, cool. And it's just different times of day, right? Like, with
You
the,
know,
is
lighting
it,
is different. You know, I mean, the sun setting. You know, just it's actually
oh
pretty
man,
spectacular. Yeah,
I'm
you know,
interested.
just sitting right along, going at the same speed as the train. You know, what I mean, over
Yeah, yeah.
the East River, the East River.
Is he like going sideways? Or is he going forward?
He's no, he's going. He's done multiple ones. You know, he's done multiple ones.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Mike Rowe podcast today, and he had this guy that does garbage cleanup on the Mississippi River. I can't recall his name. Maybe I'll put it in the notes here. Um, maybe not. But anyway, he goes up and down the Mississippi River on this huge barge, and he collects all this garbage from, floods and everything that just kind of, gets in the river and then gets up on the banks and everything. And to date, he's done like 38 million tons of trash. He's taken it out of the Mississippi River. Anyway, I was like very interested, and I'm like, I wonder if he's got drone coverage of him doing that. So like a time lapse video would be really cool with a drone on the Mississippi River. So I was thinking of writing Mike Rowe and saying, hey, love your podcast. I was listening to that garbage guy. I wonder if he can use a drone pilot on one of his, because he tries to promote he tries to get, he does have a lot of sponsors like Alcoa, the aluminum company, Budweiser, which
Mike
needs all
Rowe
the,
does, yeah.
no, yeah, but no, but this
Oh, the
guy,
guy does
yeah,
too.
this guy, yeah, that does this. He's like the needed. Mike describes him as like the world's coolest garbage man or something like that. And so anyway, he gets all these sponsors, Alcoa, which is an aluminum can company, aluminum company. Budweiser is a sponsor, and he does, and a lot of these corporations he gets to help sponsor him. But not only that, they want to like do team building events with their employees to help clean up, the trash in that area of the river.
Listen to the podcast again. Get the guy's name and
Yeah, I
Google.
definitely will.
You don't need Mike Rowe getting involved,
Well, no, I would. Mike Rowe always puts it in the show notes, who it is and how to get a hold of the guy. So yeah, I'll just go straight to the horse's mouth. Say, hey, I heard you on the Mike Rowe podcast. Wondering if you need any. I could show you some drone progression photography. Maybe that'd be.
Spend a couple of days out there in the Mississippi.
Spend a couple of days out there. Do some cool progression photography, maybe some hyperlapse, and put together some cool clips that he can use to promote what he's doing. So that's where my mindset is nowadays. It's like I hear something cool and I'm like, you know what? I could help those people. I could help those people. Hey, your head is like really tiny. It's like this big.
I'm tired today. I'm relaxed. I'm leaning back.
This is on the coffee table and I'm sitting on the floor.
You're on the floor?
I'm on the floor because Brody set up a nice light above my computer here for me. That's why you can see me better. I'm actually sitting on the floor. Yeah. The coffee table's right here. Like right here.
And what are you leaning against? The couch?
The couch, yeah. The crook of the couch. Like a chase right here, and then the couch is right here.
I was up early today. I was in Naples this morning, and then I came back and I did that Zoom with those guys for an hour and a half, and then and then I had to go to Punta Gorda, and then I came back.
Who'd you Zoom with?
The B360.
Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so I talked to Mary from Fast Aerial. She wants she reshot that stuff. she wants to show me the video, and she told me to show it to you of how those jobs are supposed to be done. So, you know,
No words.
that's how that works. But anyway, so that company, that that real estate company, that commercial real estate company, is taking all that stuff and they're putting it like a big. They're at it's called the ICSC show, which stands for International Construction, some kind of construction show in Orlando in August, no, in September, I think, something like that. And they have like this huge booth. It's like 4 times the size of eight times the size of anybody else's booth. And they have 40 screens set up with, video footage and stuff of their malls and stuff like that. Sounds interesting, but that's a huge show.
She made a video out of those.
She just gave all that stuff to them, and then their marketing department's going to do something with it. Yeah, so we don't really have to do anything, but yeah, that's that. But and you and I talked about, SOP, like when you hire a new drone pilot, you can't just expect that they're going to know what they're doing. So I talked to her a little bit about that, and she agreed. She's trying to come up with a standard operating procedure for them. And she said I could just basically use it for our purposes too, because, all that, as when we take the footage, we have less than a minute. When we take footage, we own the rights to that footage. Like the footage that you take, you own the rights to that. You're actually giving rights to your subcontractor.
It's my photographs. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're giving those rights to the person that hires you, actually.